Hello, welcome all. Today we are discussing on the topic polyembryony. As you can see in the screen, polyembryony is the occurrence of more than one embryo in a seed. The two types of polyembryonies are true polyembryony and false polyembryony. If these extra embryos arise from the same embryo sac, it is called true polyembryony, and if the multiple embryos arise from different embryo sacs, it is called false polyembryony. Based on the origin, polyembryony are of three types: simple polyembryony, cleavage polyembryony, and adventitious polyembryony. Here, cleavage polyembryony and adventitious polyembryony are true polyembryony. In simple polyembryony, more than one embryo sacs are formed within same ovule, forming more than one zygote and many embryos. And in cleavage polyembryony, multiple embryos are formed by the division of zygote or proembryo into more than one unit. In adventitious polyembryony, some cells of nucellus or integument may enter the embryo sac and develop into embryo, resulting in the formation of polyembryos in one embryo sac. Embryos also develop other than from the egg. Embryos arising from cells of embryo sac other than egg. Apart from the egg cell developing into zygote and further into embryo, the synergids may also develop into embryos. This may be either before fertilization or after fertilization. In some rare cases, the antipodals may also develop into embryos. Next is embryo development from cells outside embryo sac. Embryos sometimes arise from cells of the nucellus and integuments. These embryos even arise from cells outside the embryo sac, later coming to lie inside the embryo sac. Polyembryony from multiple embryo sacs. Multiple embryo sacs are sometimes seen inside a single ovule. This may be developed either from the same megaspore mother cell or from different megaspore mother cells. Sometimes, nucellar cells may also give rise to embryo sac, as in the case of apospory. This is the end of our discussion. Thank you and hope you all understand what is polyembryony and types of polyembryony.